My man.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things only adults notice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, she's so hot I can feel my shell tightening.
For this list, we'll be ranking the little bits of trivia or moments from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise that may fly over the heads of little ones. Did you notice any of these growing up? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Monstrous Mutation. We see things differently as kids. Parents also have different levels of leniency when it comes to what they do or don't let their children watch on television.
I'm a scientist! So am I, and I don't need the assistance of a measly earth creature.
That said, it's easy to understand how a youngster might not grasp all of the ramifications behind some of the franchise's various mutations. Specifically, the scene where scientist Baxter Stockman undergoes a mutation feels more than a bit indebted to David Cronenberg's remake of The Fly. This is backed up not only by what's on screen, but Baxter's frightened reaction to it. It feels almost like a more toned-down version of Cronenberg's classic style of body horror cinema.
No container can hold me!
Number 9. Spanking the Monkey. If we know anything about the world of children's programming, it's that some animators and scriptwriters behind the scenes love to pull a fast one on their audience. It's almost expected these days that any content aimed at kids is going to have something that's going to fly over their heads and land for the adults.
Thank you, but I don't accept gifts from strangers.
This was definitely the case with this otherwise throwaway line from the Season 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode, Turtles of the Jungle. Here, a lab monkey is misbehaving in a lab, and Donatello asks the scientist in question whether or not the monkey is going to get spanked.
You naughty boy! Where were you?
You're not planning on spanking him, are you?
It's low-hanging fruit for sure, but we wouldn't be surprised to hear that some writer received a chuckle out of getting that one past censors.
Don't be scared, little guy. You're in good hands now.
Number 8. Casey Jones, homophobe? The live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film from 1990 inspired a generation of turtle fans with its grim and surprisingly gritty tone. These turtles were definitely down to kick some shell, while their new friend Casey Jones was along for the ride.
You coming or not, dude?
However, there's a line from the film where Jones is portrayed as being a bit defensive about his sexuality, while also coming across a little thick with regards to what Donatello is trying to say.
I've never even looked at another guy before.
Jones tells the turtle that he's, quote, never even looked at another guy before when he's accused of feeling a bit claustrophobic in his surroundings. Not only does this response make little sense, it also paints Casey Jones in a slightly homophobic light.
What he means is that you're afraid of enclosed areas.
Afraid?
Number 7. Making It With April. For those of you not old enough to remember the live-action Coming Out of Their Shells tour from 1990, consider yourselves lucky. This bizarre bit of theatrical kid stuff, sponsored by Pizza Hut naturally, was promoted like crazy at the time, in order to coincide with the first film. As a result, the cast of the tour appeared, in costume, on the Oprah Winfrey Show to promote the touring show and pay-per-view event.
Is there one of the turtles you like more than the others? I mean, like, is there anything, like, romantic or anything?
When asked about how the turtles feel about April O'Neil in human form versus potentially being a turtle, the sexual euphemisms fly way too fast and free for comfort.
Oh, bro, I've been trying to talk her into an interspecies relationships for months now.
It's the sort of moment that somehow made what was already embarrassing feel apocalyptically cringe in scope.
And she won't do it,
She can't hold her breath.
No, she can't do it.
The biggest problem is she can't hold her breath long enough, you know?
Number 6. Who wrote the theme song? The short answer to this question is Chuck Lorre. Yes, the television producer of such hits as 2.5 Men, actually started out his career as a musician and songwriter.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Laurie co-wrote the iconic opening theme song to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with collaborator David Challen Brown, not long after transitioning from the world of music to scriptwriting and television work.
When the evil shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut 'em no slack.
Are most kids great at reading credits on their favorite programming? Probably not. And to be fair, Laurie wasn't a household name when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hit screens in 1987. Still, it's a fun bit of trivia for adults to notice so many years later.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Number 5. The Renaissance Connection. Not to come across as old folks yelling at clouds here, but we can remember a time when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were referred to by their full names, damn it!
I really don't know Michelangelo.
I'm Raphael.
Oh, sorry.
The Turtles' origin story has undergone various changes over the years, but their names being taken from famous painters of the Renaissance period remains unchanged.
I, in turn, named them after my favorite Renaissance painters.
This was a cool way of exposing young kids to some art history, although this overarching intent may or may not have been noticed on the first couple of viewings. The fact that the Turtles' names so often get shortened to Mikey, Leo, Donnie, and Raph doesn't make this Renaissance connection any stronger in the modern day either.
Raph, you're totally cheating.
Ha! That's not cheating. This is cheating.
Guys.
Number 4. Whitewashing April. The character of April O'Neil is one that's been a constant within the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe.
Ninjas, 1,000-year-old clan of assassins. Is it possible they're here in the city?
She isn't always depicted with that same consistency, however, specifically with the accusations that the character has actually been whitewashed over the years.
I can't handle this.
This stems from April's original depiction in the comics, which sees her as having African American features. Co-creator Kevin Eastman has referenced April's original design as being modeled after a girlfriend who came from a mixed background, although this statement has been contradicted by Peter Laird, who maintained April was always meant to be a redhead. The original comic's black and white design makes it difficult to know for sure, but there are definitely some drastic differences from the comics to the screen.
Come on, I'll have you looking like a new woman in no time.
Number 3. Megan Fox as a sex object. Okay, so this may be perhaps the most obvious entry on this list, but context is admittedly everything. Younger fans watching the films in Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe might not immediately catch on to how sexualized Megan Fox's April O'Neil is in the films, even if we can't say the same about some of Fox's co-stars.
O'Neil, what are you doing? Yeah, that's good. Make sure you're getting everything.
To be fair, Fox's portrayal of April isn't the first to be in command of her sexuality, as Judith Hoag's portrayal in the first live-action movie definitely got the attention of Casey Jones. But yeah, the Bay films feel like they're on another level.
I don't know, we need to go. And bring that key to the city with you.
Number 2. Not using their weapons. This gripe isn't only limited to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but can also be applied to many other cartoon and television franchises from the 1980s. See how members of the A-Team or G.I. Joe apparently couldn't hit the broadside of a barn unless plot conveniences required them to do so.
Yo, Joe!
The same can be said about the Turtles. Only here, it's how neither Leonardo nor Raphael use their edged weapons for stabbing as often as they could. Sure, mousers or robotic foot soldiers may get sliced and diced, but the animated turtles rarely get to use the pointy ends on anything flesh.
Taste cold steel!
The comic book versions, however? Well, that's a whole other story. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. All of the animation mistakes. It's become something of a running gag for fans of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. The fact that there was a seemingly endless number of flubs and animation mistakes.
What
The reasons behind this largely have to do with the rushed production schedule that went into getting these episodes to air.
Uh-oh, it's King Klutz again.
I say we jump him!
As a result, many errors with the coloring and scene editing and voice acting matches have gone on to become part of TMNT lore. In fact, there were so many mistakes with the original show that there are many YouTube compilation videos out there detailing all of the madness.
I resent that remark.
Ow, ouch, ouch, ouch,
Oh, I am sorry.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.